I gave you my heart.
Hey guys, it's me, Manna, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you are new. So, not even gonna cap to you, I filmed this video and I actually hated it. I filmed it just 10 minutes ago, and I hated it. My energy was off because I am stressed all the way out. Let me stop singing because I know I sound like Ariana Grande and I do not want to get copyrighted, period. But I just didn't like my energy, so I'm filming this again. But anyways, yes, you read the title right. I am finally here with the Unpopular Opinions video. So I'm gonna be reacting to some of my followers and some of my unpopular opinions. And I just want to say unpopular opinions aren't actually unpopular. They're just opinions people are too afraid to say out loud. So that's really what unpopular opinions are. So yeah, before we get into it, if you are new, please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subs. So they're getting pizza. I'm really excited. But yeah, please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. Follow me on Instagram or TikTok, my socials. Follow me down below there. And yeah, it's a pretty good time. Subscribe if you're not. Please subscribe. Anyways, let me stop talking and let's actually get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, so not trying to be rude, I'm gonna go through my followers' unpopular opinions, not super fast, but I'm gonna go through them because I have a lot of unpopular opinions about school. So if I go through them kind of fast, it's because I am. Anyways, let's start. Okay, so being rude to nice teachers isn't cool. 1000%. I also have an unpopular opinion that being rude to substitute teachers and teachers is not cute. It's mainly those kids that are the class clowns. I'm kind of a class clown, meaning this, I make people laugh and sometimes get in trouble for it, but I'm not one of those people that are mean to the teacher. It's kind of like a Jordan, okay, that was really funny, but no. You know what I mean? It's okay, thank you. But it's I'm not those oh yeah, you're stupid. That's not me. That's not me. So class clowns is one thing, but I'm talking about those class clowns that are literally rude and disrespectful to the teacher and blatantly are rude. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, deep in your brain. You know what I'm talking about. Stop playing. But yes, I definitely agree with that unpopular opinion. It's not cute. Teachers do not get paid enough for this. Someone said, I don't know if this counts, but school is actually fun when you haven't been there in a while. That is so true, because when spring break came early in February, I was yes, in March, I was
Yes, I can't wait to leave here. I don't like you, best friend, don't like you. No, I'm just kidding. I was I don't like y'all, y'all my best friends. But seriously, I gotta go. I gotta leave. I'm tired of y'all.
In the best way. I'm tired of school, I'm tired of my teachers, I do not want to be here. But then it's during the break, you're okay, I'm kind of ready to go back. I'm kind of ready to go back. That was really weird. I'm sorry, that was a lot. But it's yeah, I'm kind of ready to go back to school. I miss it. So I actually definitely agree with that one. The next one is actually going back to school. Rana's going to spread mad there, especially at the elementary schools. Kids are germy most of the time, and it's going to be a heck of a time. That is very true, because kids are going to be kids. I mean, I used to be a kid a long time ago. Even though I'm 15. That was such a long time ago. But kids are going to be kids. Kids are going to want to share with each other. Kids aren't the most hygienic. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a very interesting experience to see, or to see what happens. It's definitely we'll have to see what happens. The work isn't really that hard, y'all just don't want to try or put in any effort. I'm gonna kind of agree and disagree. It's a 50-50. So the 50 of me agreeing with you is definitely for sure. Some people just don't do the work because they don't want to do it, or they don't care. That mindset is kind of bad to have. So it's why? You know what I mean? It's just do your work. But then it's not the work is super hard. Math is actually really hard for me, and the work actually is hard. But for my other classes, it's not the work is hard. it's just repetitive and stressful. You know what I mean? And it's just stressful for no reason. So it's like, why would I do it? You know what I mean? I'm honestly thinking about not doing it. I'm probably gonna do it, but I'm like, oh, sorry, but it's like, why? You know what I mean? So it's like, yes and no, because mental health should be the kids, or I'm talking like I'm an adult. Mental health should be our number one concern. And honestly, if school is stressing me out or an assignment stressing me out, I do not mind taking an L on one assignment. I've done it before. Next one. High school teaches you nothing you'll need in life. Thanks, PIMDOS, but ... Go off. Go off. So the reason my face is shiny is because I went to go get a facial and oh my god, it felt really good. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, so that's why my face is shiny. But anyways, I was talking to the estrogen. Oh my god, what's the word? Estrogen. I'll put it up here or something. I was talking to her and she's 22 and we were talking about school. And I was like, oh, so are you in college, blah, blah. She's like, no, just because. I was like, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's whatever. And so she was talking about how she doesn't use anything in high school now. She wishes she took like tax classes and stuff. Like she said, she literally doesn't use anything from school except for adding and talking, like English. It's like, school, do better. Like, why am I learning this stuff if you're not gonna teach me anything for the real life? Because school is just a phase, y'all. School is just a phase. And to be honest, either way, you'll live without school. Now, I don't know how the quality of your life is gonna be, but school is just a phase. You know what I mean? Okay. Next one. Someone says online school isn't actually as bad as everyone says. So actually, I'm gonna have to disagree on this one because when the Rona first happened and they started introducing us to online school, it was really easy. I only had to do one assignment for each class a week and it was super easy. I got it done in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It was super easy. So that was easy. So if you weren't doing your work and if you failed, for at least my district, if you failed, it's like, what were you doing? Like, how do you fail? It was literally like a 0 or 100. It was a completion grade. But this time of year, no. They had the summer to think about how to grade us and how to do their stuff or how to like grade. And it's hard. They're not coming to play. Miss Rona said no. It said no. It's really hard. So I'm actually going to have to disagree with you on that one. Someone said that it's actually fun. School is actually very fun when you do extracurriculars and if you have friends. Now, I'm not coming for the loners out there. I'm not a loner. I'm an extrovert. Like, I'm one of the most extroverted people you would meet. School is actually really fun when you have the right people around you and you do stuff you genuinely like to do. So I'm gonna definitely 1000% agree. We should be taught that Anne Frank liked girls and America is definitely not the greatest country. Thank you. Thank you. So if you didn't know, Anne Frank's diary, they released like this hidden part of her diary of where she was like bisexual, which I have mixed feelings about that because it's like, you know, privacy, like she hid it for a reason, but that's a topic for another day. Yeah, we should definitely be taught that some of the world's leaders or people we mainly talk about, not all of them are straight. Like, why? Like, let's stop pretending. Let's stop pretending, okay? Not everyone's the same and not everyone is straight. So can we stop putting that in people's heads and, like, let's stop hiding that information? So, yes, I totally agree. Someone said, I'd rather study than talk to friends. Girl, wanna go to college. No, I'm gonna have to disagree. I'd rather do anything but study, but, like, I'd rather do anything, so. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but on a serious note, I'm gonna have to say no because studying and doing work 24/7 or only doing that is super duper stressful and it makes me feel horrible at least. So it's like I need my friends and I even need like socialization to function because if I didn't have that, trust me, with the grade, I wouldn't be going to college. I would not be going to college, period. So I'm gonna have to actually disagree with you on that one. It's like living HE double hockey sticks. School, yes, it is. It's like weird. School is bipolar, or at least the feelings are bipolar, because it's like one day, like, I love school. I'm like,
oh my god, I love school. I don't want to leave.
but then the other days, it's like, like, why am I here? That's what school is sometimes, and I'm just like, so that's gonna be another 50-50%. Okay, last one. At least it's something to do, so it's not like I dislike it. Yes, I agree with you, because since the Rona happened, I wasn't unproductive. At least with my channel wise, I was very productive. I was pumping out content for y'all. By the way, you should go check it out. Like, tap like the eye icon on the top. Yeah, and check out some videos. Go on my channel, check out some videos if you want. This little side note. But like, I've been educational wise, I've been very unproductive. So it is something to do, and it does make me feel better being productive. Okay, so that was my followers/subscribers unpopular opinions. And if you want to ever have your opinions or whatever featured, follow me on my Instagram, because I post like polls and questions on there for videos like this. That's where you can find them. So now let's get into my mic fell. Let's get into my unpopular school opinions. So the first one is, the school bus is not bad. The school bus builds character. Yes, people are like, oh my god, the school bus sucks. The bus sucks. If you have the right people on your school bus, the school bus is going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. I love riding the bus. It is one of my favorite things to do. So when people say they don't like the bus, I'm like, okay. By the way, look at my pink diary. Made it come back. Okay. Number 2, sophomore year is not freshman year part 2. I'm a sophomore. I've been a sophomore for about 3 weeks or 2 weeks now. No, it's not freshman year part 2. I'm so sorry to tell you, it isn't. I had, not even joking with you, I had on the first week in one class 8 assignments due the next week. Freshman year, we were reading the syllabus. It's not freshman year part 2. Number 3, the workload is useless. Yes, I'm talking to the math teachers. Yes, I'm talking to the English teachers. I'm talking to you guys. The workload is useless. Like, what is giving me 8 assignments gonna do, English? What's that gonna accomplish? Like, I'm being so shady right now because English is the class that's making me want to Control-Alt-Delete myself. That's what English is doing for me, and I don't enjoy it. Like, what's the workload for? Next one. Coaches are either really, really chill or the worst teachers ever. So I have coaches, I think since not elementary school. I think since 6th grade, I've always had a coach, at least for one of my classes. And their classes, they're super chill, or they're really, really like on top. We should be able to wear what we want on Zoom calls. So this doesn't affect me because I go to a public school where we don't have to wear uniforms. But I know one of my close friends, her name's Gabby, she said that she has to wear a uniform on her Zoom call and has to wear shoes. I'm in my house. I'm in my house. I'm gonna wear what I want. Like, school appropriate, I guess. But, like, it's like, I'm gonna wear what I want in my house. And then, like, some even have rules where it's like, you can't be on the bed. Like, get out of my house. Why are you looking in my room? Why are you looking in my room? Get out of my room. Like, why are you doing that? Like, get out. So, the energy in this video is immaculate. Next, counselors don't do anything. So, actually, I'm gonna take that back. Counselors do one thing. They do one thing. They do your schedule. They do your schedule. They make and arrange your schedule, and they help you with your schedule. But other than that, don't tell your counselors nothing. Don't do that, because you're like,
I'm gonna keep it confidential. I won't tell anyone.
Then tell the whole school. It's like, really? So yeah, the counselors don't do anything except your schedule. We should be able to use notes during tests. So my school lets us use notes during quizzes, and not test. But since school literally doesn't teach us anything about the real life, honestly, cheating is fine. Oh, I just said that. Like, you still shouldn't cheat. You should do your best. But, like, cheating is fine because it's not like it's anything you're going to use once you get out of the whatever grade you're in. You're not going to use it, so why? You know what I mean? Being popular only gets you so far. So, not to
brag or anything, like, I'm one of the popular kids. I'm so popular. I'm the most popular.
I'm not, but I am, but I'm not. It's weird, but whatever. Being popular gets you so far because, like, what does popularity have to do with anything? Like, once you get out of high school, you're with the wolves. No one cares if you were homecoming queen or king in high school. That's high school. You know what I mean? So, next one, skipping football games and dances don't make you edgy. So, this is for my middle schoolers. This is for the middle schoolers out there. And high schoolers. So I have a cousin who's in middle school. He was like, I don't want to go to the dance. Yeah, well, no, I made him go. Why would you skip the dance? Like, even though middle school dances were horrible, why would you skip it? Like, you at least need to go to one, and if anything, make sure you go to at least the first one, and then after that, don't go. But if you're in high school, go to homecoming if you're eligible. Go to prom if you're allowed. Do it. Why not do it? And skipping the football games, now here's the thing. Football games, at least go to like one, either a home game or like not a home game. Like, at least go to one because you're gonna regret not being able to go to your high school football game. Soccer, baseball, and softball games are better than football games. Here's why. Here's why they're better. Football games, my team at least, we're 1-9 last year. Yeah, but football games are really only entertaining because of the band, because of the drill team. At least we have drill teams in Texas. I'm pretty sure they have drill teams other places, I'm not sure. But we have the cheerleaders, and it's like, yeah, I think we are mainly the reason why people go to at least the varsity games. It's like, I don't really find football that entertaining. That's just me personally. I don't find football that entertaining. So I really think that the soccer, baseball, and softball games are kind of better. Next one. Everyone should at least do one extracurricular activity. Meaning, in school or even outside of school, you should do something you like. You know what I mean? Because doing just straight up work is so disgusting and boring. It's so disgusting and boring. Like, why just do that? You know what I mean? So do something extracurricular that you like and that you can do. This one kind of applies to 9th grade Jordan, and this one applies to y'all middle schoolers. Middle schoolers, I'm looking at you. Having a boyfriend or a girlfriend isn't the only thing to high school. I wish I took that advice. I need to take that advice. Like, even though it's really fun to talk about, like, boys and girls with your friends, focus on them grades. Focus on them grades. I really just push you out of the frame like that. But yeah, focus on them grades, Chile. Really? Okay, and I think this is my last unpopular opinion. We should be able to eat whenever we want. And that's on what? Period. That's on period. I should be able to eat whenever I want. In school, especially on Zoom, I will eat whenever I want. I do not care. I will eat whenever I want. But like in school, it's like, as long as you don't make a mess and you clean up after yourselves. I know some people don't, but like, you shouldn't punish the whole class for it. But it's like, we should be able to eat. Like, I don't care if my lunch is in like 5 minutes. I'm hungry now. So we should be able to eat. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have a lot of built up / pent up energy because I'm stressed out. I am stressed out. The only thing that's been keeping me sane, believe it or not, is my cousins, TikTok, and Instagram. And YouTube. So, yes. But thank you guys so much for watching on a serious note. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment what you liked about it, and comment your unpopular opinions down below if I didn't mention them, or tell me any you agreed with / disagreed with. And yeah, if you really like this video, even subscribe, which like you should definitely subscribe to me because I be posting content on Sunday. And by the way, I'm pretty sure none of you are gonna watch the rest of this, but I'm not gonna be posting on Wednesdays anymore, but I think I'm gonna make that a separate video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I think so. Bye.